News 46 is brought to you in part by...
It's Prompt Nuggets $30,000 summer cash giveaway, and that's not all. Every day of the week in June and July, we've planned something special for you. Sundays, $1.50 bowling specials, daily drink and appetizer specials at the Gold Bar, hot seat drawings and the party cart. Earn up to 10 times the points 3 days a week. Thursdays in June, win a GPS. Thursdays in July, win a 32-inch HD TV DVD combo. Every Friday and Saturday, 10 lucky people will walk away with their share of $30,000. Where the fun never stops, Prompt Nugget Hotel and Casino.
One of the issues that comes up, of course, when you talk about jobs is collective bargaining. Collective bargaining has become an issue in at least 27 other states. What's your position on collective bargaining?
Collective bargaining belongs with private industry. It should not be allowed into the government.
As a new, jumping in the middle of a term, you're coming in as a freshman congressman if you're selected. Do you see that as a handicap, or has there been things along the way that have helped you to become the kind of leader that's just going to be able to jump in and go full stride automatically?
I can go in full stride automatically, and the reason why is I have that vision of where I want to see Nevada go and where I believe the nation needs to go. I will go back there and immediately begin to work those that are like mind, like me, that we put into office, 61 of them starting in 2010, and begin to build that foundation so that we can continue on, not only September 13th with hopefully me get elected, but also in 2012 where we can hopefully get rid of President Obama. We can continue to build that majority up in the House as well as take over the Senate, and then start driving this country in a fashion to where we can get us headed in the right direction again.
The challenge in these offices, and specifically in Congress, are huge and vast. A lot of people will sit there and say, we're going to ask tough questions. We're going to put you on the line. Is there any question, is there anything that in your past that maybe visiting with the families of the Cole that helped you to be able to answer those questions?
Well, as a newcomer here to the political scene, having never run for public office before, I invite people to ask me those hard questions. There's a lot of rumor and innuendo, as I've unfortunately discovered getting into politics. People have already started to use unethical tools to try and undermine me, who I am, and what I stand for, and I invite people to ask those hard questions. I want them to know about what happened, what actually happened, and the facts surrounding the attack on USS Cole. I kind of look at it when I finished with my time on USS Cole, when the investigation had been completed, I got on the road for 3.5 weeks and visited with the families of 17 sailors. If folks think that there's a tougher question than those families asked me, but I'm not willing to stand up and explain what actually happened that day and in the days that followed, I'd invite them to bring it on. The facts stand on their own. If you go to my website, KirkLippoldForCongress.com.
I was just going to ask you how we get a hold of you.
Yep, KirkLippoldForCongress.com. If you go onto the media tab, there's two things there. One is a letter from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Chairman Meyer, and there's another one with the Legion of Merit that I was given, second highest peacetime award that can be bestowed in the Navy. And when you read those two documents, they pretty much are going to summarize and tell folks, you know, those would not have been given or written or done unless Commander Lippold had done what he needed to do that day.
Commander, thanks for sitting down with us. I really appreciate you taking out your time. It's a busy schedule you have. You've got a huge challenge coming. The 18th of June is just around the corner for the Nevada Central Republican Committee's meeting. Anything that you'd want to say to them in closing?
The only thing I say is that I get around the state and start meeting people. Right now it's the Central Committee members, but obviously I've gotten to meet a number of Nevadans. It has been amazing the amount of support that I've gotten. I am just absolutely stunned, because I think people are looking, they don't want the same old thing going back to Washington. They don't want the same old suits back there. What they want someone is go back there and represent their ideals, their values, and their principles, and that will stand fast. I've stood fast twice against this administration in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and in military commissions. I beat the administration, including this president, after sitting down with him twice, and I intend to keep doing that for things that matter for our state.
Thanks again for sitting down with us. Give us your website one more time.
Again, it's KirkLippoldForCongress.com. That's F-O-R, not the number 4, KirkLippoldForCongress.com.
Thanks again.
Thank you.